All right, my loves, this reading is going to be for Cancer. And with that being said, I want you to only take those messages that resonate with you, Cancer. And this is going to be a reading that focuses on what you need to leave behind. All right. Welcome, everybody. This reading is going to be for my beautiful Cancers. So if you are a Cancer, please let me know down below what's your sun, moon, or rising. And I want to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and get into what you need to leave behind. All right. This is a timeless energy reading. So please let me know if this resonates. Okay. And so Ace of Cups, that's the main situation for you, Cancer. I'm a big fan of the Ace of Cups with the Four of Wands as what you need to leave behind. Wow. And the King of Pentacles, and that is showing up as the outcome. So I immediately get that this is about releasing the idea or something that resonated with you in the past that has to do with an accomplishment. This has to do with family, with a loved one, maybe even with a significant other, friends. This is like the Four of Wands is a card of basically being celebrated in family. This is about, community. This is about, sharing your successes with your loved ones, right? But right now, that's actually causing your issue. That is what you need to leave behind. There could be that there's essentially this energy of a new normal for some of you guys. Maybe there's certain things that are just simply not the same. Maybe friendships have changed. Maybe relationships have changed, right? Maybe someone has transitioned. Whatever it is, something is just not the same anymore. And Spirit is saying this is not a bad thing. This is just different. And Spirit wants you to focus on your cup, feeling your own cup. This is about self-care, shadow work, going to therapy if you need. This is about paying attention to how your heart is speaking to you. So if some of you guys are dealing with a wound, if some of you guys are dealing with this sense of disappointment, feeling potentially down, or I don't like to use the word depressed, but maybe even depressed, this is where Spirit wants you to stop everything and focus on the inner healing, okay? There is a new chapter in your life that has shifted the way that you show up for others and the way that others show up for you. And this is also giving you the opportunity to embrace this new chapter. That means you are now feeling your own cup. You are now focusing on your internal healing, on your internal world, on the way that you feel about your life, about yourself, about your relationships, right? King of Pentacles, as the outcome, shows a solid foundation. It shows a protective layer of, you could say, abundance, but this is about feeling the support of what you have built, seeing the hard-earned success after really dedicating yourself to protecting and nurturing something. And this something, right, is you. It's you. It's the way that you are now preserving your new relationships. It's the way that now you are showing up for others. You are now being a little bit more protective over yourself as well as the outcome with the King of Pentacles. It could be that you are being more strategic with how you decide to give yourself emotionally. But there's this energy of letting go of something that maybe you miss. You know what I mean? Maybe that it feels sad that this is no longer the same, right? So let's get into it a little bit. Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. This is about protecting what you know. Being very much like, I want to preserve this. Knight of Swords. I feel like it's so interesting that the Knight of Swords is showing up here. I feel like, I don't know why I just heard that someone may be left. Maybe you have dealt with someone that, needed to leave, that has their own set of responsibilities and priorities that maybe don't align with yours. Nonetheless, the Knight of Swords, it is a card of clarity, right? So if this doesn't indicate a person in your life, This can mean that you are gaining the clarity to move forward, right? And you are seeing where it is that you are restricting yourself from letting go, okay? And then you have here the Nine of Wands. Wounded warrior. Some of you guys are licking your wounds, right? You might be feeling disappointed, even used. I don't know why I just heard that word, but there's just this energy of, I did what I could and it did not preserve certain things, right? So I feel like some of you guys are just seeing how, even though you try so hard to make something work, and this is about a relationship, it's not necessarily a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be just that, but it is about someone close to you. Maybe you tried to make it work and it just didn't give you the results that you were looking for. Okay. King of Pentacles. What do we have with this King of Pentacles, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, there's an ending. 10 of Swords. See? I feel like a painful ending, a disappointment, something, something. And then we have the Moon. So yeah, some of you guys are dealing with very personal, deep matters during this time. Ace of Wands, new beginning. Okay. So yeah, you have two aces, both about, I feel, the heart. The cup symbolizes your emotions. The wand symbolizes your actions and your passions, right? So with that being said, there's this energy of like, you gotta continue to burn the flame that keeps you motivated to staying on track in your own inner healing, right? And to recognize the red flags in future relationships, okay? What else do we have, Spirit? Oh, yeah, the Tower. Something happened. Something came crumbling. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Caught you off guard, maybe. Someone doing something behind your back. Wheel of Fortune. It triggered a major change. So that's really interesting. And this change is going to bring you long-lasting results that are very favorable for you. Also, the Knight of Pentacles can symbolize someone else coming into your life, someone that is very much reliable, resourceful, that is willing to put in the work. And you're going to feel supported by this individual or by this offer, okay? So I think this is a really interesting reading. Again, this is just simply the chapter of inner healing. This is what you need to focus on. Lick your wounds, accept that maybe certain things are just simply not the same, and don't beat yourself up about it, okay? So with that being said, I give you a big hug virtually. Let me know if this reading resonated with you guys, and like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.